Welcome back, fam, to part 3 of how to start a business. This is inspired by my girl Risa Tisa, and I'm sharing behind the scenes my story on how you can start your business. And so today is all about being a mirror and being a model, being a mirror and being a model. If you have not watched part 1 and 2, I absolutely recommend that you go back and that you watch those as well. Let's dive in. So, one of the things that I'm really realized on my journey a while ago is that, it's one thing to talk the talk and to say what you want to do, how you're going to do it, when you're going to do it. But it's another thing to actually live that, right? So meaning that you really are about what you're saying you're about, right? Instead of just saying, oh girl, yeah, I'm gonna start my business, I'm gonna open my LLC, I'm gonna write the business plan, I'm gonna do all the things, but you're not. But then a week passed, 2 weeks passed, 3, y'all know what I'm talking about, and you're just not doing it. So I talked in part 2 about respecting the season, but you have to be a model and a mirror. So being a model means that you're standing in your word. Like what you say that you're going to do, you're absolutely going to do it. Now, I truly know from experience that it takes time to build habits. It takes time to build routines. So along this process, I want you to make sure that you're being gentle with yourself. It's kind of like a diet, right? Like when you're on a diet, the first day you may be like, you know what, I'm inspired. You may watch some YouTube videos, whatever, and you're like, all right, I'm not eating no sugar, I'm not eating no bread, I'm not eating any pasta whatsoever. You may be doing good. Then, your girl may call you and say, girl, let's go to dinner tonight, and then you have a drink. Then you're like, you know what, I work hard, I'm gonna treat myself. You have the pasta, you have the rolls, right? Like, I look, or is it just me? I don't know, right? So then you feel like, well, damn, like I fell off or whatever already on day 1, and you just kind of give up and be like, oh, I'm not gonna be able to do this. But instead of doing that, the key is that you say, you know what, it's one day, right? But tomorrow is a new day. Tonight is still here, what have you, and I'm gonna redirect. I'm gonna get back on the bandwagon, if you will. So sometimes we give up at the first small failure or setback that we have. So being a model is you saying, you know what, every day is not going to be perfect. I may not go live every day. I may not post on social media every day, but that does not mean that I have to give up and that I can't start. I may not be consistent. I may be in a season where I have to reshuffle some things, but that is okay, because again, tomorrow is a new day. So that is a part of you modeling the behavior that you need to have to be able to reach the success that you want. So that's being a model. And I would tell you that being a model, sometimes you need accountability, right? Like that's the power of coaching, because again, we're human. You're going to have those setbacks. You're going to have those things. Sometimes it's just good to have somebody in your corner that's not your family, that's not your man, that's not your girl, it's not your friend, that can just give you insight or encourage or motivate you. And some of us, we don't have that, right? We don't have that. And so that's when like you may actually need to tap into coaching. You may actually need to get surround in a mastermind or become a part of a group. So those are kind of some of the things that I want you guys to think about as you're on this journey of building your business, is to really focus on modeling the behavior. Now, the next part is for you to be a mirror. Now, what does that mean? Modeling and being a mirror is you being able to be honest with yourself, right? Like you being able to look at yourself for who you are in this season. And number 1, love yourself and accept yourself through it all, through the ups and the downs, through the falls and the times you may rise. But for you to have that same steady state of admiration and love and care and tenderness towards yourself. Because let's be real, a lot of us, we beat ourselves up when things are not going right, when we do make mistakes, and when we do fall off the bandwagon. Oh, you're stupid, you're never going to get it. Oh, I'm never going to lose the weight. Oh, I'm never going to be able to make money in my business just because one person said they don't want to buy your program. Come on, right? So if everybody gave up like that, we would not have all of the people that you look up to today that have failed 100 gazillion million times, right? So being a mirror is being gentle with yourself. It's allowing yourself the pleasure, is what I call it, of failing, right? And not internalizing it. You are not the outcome of your business. You are not the outcome of your choices. You are not the outcome of fill in the blank, whatever is not going right in your life. And so once you're able to stand 10 toes flat, look at yourself in the mirror, and truly through all of your seasons, recognize that is where you start to get power to actually live this thing out and to do it consistently. I feel like the people who are the most successful in any area of their lives, whether that is their personal life, their financial life, their career, their spirituality, whatever, it's because they truly understand the power of being a model and of being a mirror. And so I think that, hopefully you can take this and think about where you are in your trajectory, right? Think about when is the last time that you when you failed or something didn't work out, that you spoke life over yourself. Not having somebody else do it, not having your pastor do it, not having nobody else do it, but you do it, right? You speak life over you. You speak life over your situation. You speak life over what you want to change. When is the last time that you did that, right? And if you're not doing that, sis, it's okay. But now we know, right? When you know better, you do better. So now we know the things that we really need to focus on, the things that we really need to change. So I really want you to focus on those two things, being a model and a mirror. So today's activity is for you to simply sit down for 5 minutes or less, right? And just journal. What are some ways that you feel like you're not being a model, that you're not, utilizing the mirror strategy I just shared with you in your life? And what are some of the things that you want to change over the next 30 days, right? So what are some of the ways that you're not currently being a model and a mirror? And what are some of the ways that you really want to focus to making sure that you will be a model and a mirror? And if you need coaching, right? Like if you need assistance along this journey, like that's why I'm here, because I want to support you in a real honest way along your journey, because it's not easy. It's doable, but it's not easy. And sometimes it takes a village, right? But I think having that coach, having accountability is definitely the first step if you know that this is something that overall that you've really been struggling with as well, right? So tap in to my resources, to my community. Make sure that you're also part of my Facebook community. I'll be sharing more about that this afternoon. And but yeah, all of that is in my link here where you're watching this as well. All right. So listen, I won't hold you this morning, but I hope that you guys have an absolutely blessed and amazing day. I hope that you focus on being a model and a mirror throughout your day, and that you know that every single thing that your heart desires, not only do you deserve, but you can have in your life. You can create it. You can create it in your life. And that is what my prayer is for every single person that's watching. I also want to say thank you so much for following. We're trying to hit the 1,000, right? I'm just now kind of really getting active here. So if you're watching this on TikTok, we're trying to hit 1,000 followers. I feel like we're going to do it in 30 days or less. So let's see. But like I said, I just want to be able to get my message out to as many people as possible, so that they can understand the necessity of betting on themselves, right? As they build their business or build the life of their dreams. So with that being said, I realized I didn't reintroduce myself at the top of the video. Again, this is Dr. Mac, the Queen of Content. I create content so that you can create success. Talk to you in part 4.